We're back. How's everyone doing tonight? A lot has happened. A lot has happened. So last stream, I pretty much fully transformed into Rambo, and I've reached a new pinnacle of a one-woman army, and I not only did I kill Jordan, who's on my hit list of people because they killed Joel, the fist-fighting man, who I'm still very angrily not over yet. I went to go take down the second person on my hit list, Leia. And before I could talk to her and get some justice, she was already dead. Who killed her? I still don't know. But I saw a bunch of my enemies just tore up, hung up on display, and a message was sent. And I've learned that there is a new religious community, we'll say, in the world of The Last of Us that go by the name Scars. And I don't know if they chose that name, if that's a name that was given to them, but that's the only thing I know. And they don't F around. And they had a leader who was this woman who had a vision that the apocalypse was going to happen. And she stored food, and she was able to keep her neighborhood, her community, which was like, I don't know how many blocks or area of a city, safe for weeks on end. Like she stored enough food. They all were keeping safe in the subway system, and they survived without any help or any confrontation with anyone for weeks, thanks to her. So she was idolized, and she had a vision of things to come, a messiah or something. So also very interesting. A lot of people follow her and believe in her. That's all I know. Other than that, I escaped through the subway system. I met a new type of clicker called a Shambler, who is a poison type clicker, like it's a Pokemon or something, that emits poisonous gas when it's alerted to my presence or attacked. So Molotovs, bombs, rifle shots from afar, no close quarters combat is going to be ideal at any time ever against it. Pretty stupidly dangerous, especially in close quarters among other types of infected. So that was all, heart-wrenching. Ellie told Dina that she's immune for the second time. This time Dina believed me. But just as Ellie was able to tell her that, Dina has a secret. My waifu, who's sitting on the couch, I'm not going to brick her, I just want to point to her. She's apparently pregnant, and she's been helping me kill a bunch of people, travel through the city, and she might be carrying an unborn child. And there's a rift that grew. I mean, I'm mad at her. She should have told me. She should have said something when she was like, hey, I might be carrying a baby. I'm like, what are you doing with me here if you know you have a baby? This is like the worst place for a mother to be. She's already gotten hurt. She almost died. I don't have to just think about her. I got to think about her and the baby she's carrying. Potentially. So the plot thickens. There are two people that are pregnant. One is on the enemy side. One is with us. So it's getting, the story is setting for some things up, I believe. I have some ideas, but we'll see if they come to fruition. When the time comes, of course. Otherwise, we're in an abandoned movie theater right at the subway system. I think we're setting up camp, or maybe she's just taking a nap. I don't know. We were kind of mad at each other. I was like, I don't want to yell at you. I'm going to walk over here. I turned around. She was napping. She's sleeping for 2 now, so she's going to nap a lot. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I pretty much freed an entire neighborhood and a half of enemies, all not single-handedly. She helped me a lot. My wife, which is actually pretty tough. When I need her, she's there for me. But other than that, yeah, so We have a new religion. I don't want to say cultist because I don't know enough, but they don't seem too friendly. Yeah, and that brings us up to speed. So let me just check one thing really quick. Make sure we're good. Get a drink of water. I still do have a slight sore throat. I've been doing my best not to, like, you know, talk up a storm and make it worse, but we'll see. So again, sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm just trying to save what's left of my voice. Anyways, okay. All right, let's continue. Okay. I should also state that I am, like, loaded on all kinds of weapons. I've hardly used my weapons because I was raised by a fist fighter. Technically, I'm a shanker. I'm a knife shanker, but same rules apply.
Wonder how many people die in this play.
Pinnacle Theater presents An American Tragedy, Cassandra. Interesting. Tragedies, they say. Pretty sure I can just bust these open. Nothing, nothing. Things beyond. Genuinely petrifying. I was Cassandra. And what does that say? Mahed and his genie. Cool. Definitely not getting any Aladdin vibes from that. Okay, we got the double doors. Let's come over here. I've learned anytime you have to open a door. Of all the restrooms that I've checked in the apocalypse, all of them have clickers, so I'm waiting for something to just scream at me. I guess I got lucky. Damn, that's really good. I keep forgetting that all of these skill trees are really damn good. And they're all 40? I'm super close to getting an upgrade, I just don't know which one I want. I'll make a Molotov. Why not? Never gonna see items get picked up because there's no... Oh, perfect. That was like 9 pills right there. And some scissors. I actually might have enough. Oh, barely. I think I want that, then that, and then this last. Again, they're all good. Just, what do I want? What do I think I can use? Again, you want to, like, that's pretty good. I haven't really used guns, but that would be pretty good to stay sneaky. That's just really good when you need to heal. I haven't been doing that too much, but I'm sure there'll come a time. And that's always good, because I'm always just sneaking around, so I'll use that. Probably these two a lot more than that, but still, nonetheless. I really want that. That can kind of secondary. That's also kind of secondary. Again, you want to You want to go for skills that you, not necessarily that you can abuse, but stuff that you're going to use all the time. It's like really good to get first, depending on your playstyle. Locked. Needs a key.
Pregnant. Fucking pregnant. How could you keep something like that?
See? Told you she was mad. Taking the byways. Through the highways and the byways. Gotta remember to do it my way. I did it my way. Okay. Spooky employee closet leads somewhere, but this is a big part of the game, is making decisions where to go first. Make sure I got my brick. Aha! I got beyond. Ooh. Beyond. Real name, Amani Graves. Brains 80, brawn 40, affiliation, none. After a near-death experience that left her in a coma for 2 weeks, this seasoned detective found that she could cross from our world to the spirit world, allowing her to communicate with the dead. Now known as Beyond, she splits her time between solving murder investigations and serving as a spiritual medium for grieving families seeking closure. However, her forays into the spirit world are clearly hastening her demise. She looks considerably older than her 35 years. How much longer does she have? Hero. Hey, Absent Cell. How are you doing? It has been a while. I got your message about playing Jay and Silent Bob. In case you didn't get my reply. Murdering things. Yep. My reply about Jay and Silent Bob. I will play the game, the beat 'em up. When the there's two versions. There's the one that's like 8-bit sprite, and then there's one that's like a flash animation one. So it looks like Castle Crash. Not really. Oh, I don't know. I guess like Alien Hominoid. Or what's a good example? Hot. Yeah. So yeah. Either way, waiting for that one so I can just double dip, play both of them back to back. I'm assuming they're each going to be like 3 hours each to beat. Play both of them in a single night. If it has online co-op, you'll be the first. I think there's no one else I'd want as my J. Or maybe you can be Silent Bob and I'll be Jay. That's how I roll. Exactly. I assumed as much. September 4th. Me, Perez, Green, and Adams made it to the listening post 2 days ago. So far, so good. WLF hasn't come looking here yet. Said he's lost to the WLF. We escaped headquarters out of sheer luck and good timing. Torres, Ward, and the others are probably dead. Camping here. Grateful to be alive for now. September 6th. Can't sleep. Burning up with a fever. No medicine. Looked everywhere. We don't have anything except the uniforms on our backs. No contact from anyone on the radio either. How many of us made it out? September 7th. Still feverish. Don't have any big cuts, so probably not an infection. The others are waiting until nightfall. Then making a run to the hospital to get medicine for me. Supplies for whoever we're going next. They're good guys. September 10th. Shouldn't be taking this long. Oh yeah, that's not good.
Okay. This note's old. Still, better be careful.
I don't like how they're getting sick based on scratches. I mean, I assume anything the infected do to you, piercing the skin, breaking the skin, is like, that's bad. That's cause for concern. But usually it's like, if it's in boo-boo territory, you're good to go. It's when you get like a bite or like a chunk of your flesh just ripped off, that's when you should be concerned. If you've ever been infected longer, it might just be Oliver. Alright. True. Also true. Good point. It's not a matter of how infected you get initially. It's allowing the infection to just consume you. Before I go out into the rain, get these pieces. Ah, some more lore. September 13th. I don't think they're coming. They're not coming back. Either got ambushed or they ditched me. Not my fault. I got sick. At least the fever's gone. But now I'm fucking starving. Could probably raid the buildings nearby for food. See if I can raise someone on the radio. Constant rain means I at least won't die of thirst. Fortunately, it keeps making the electricity conk out all the time. Makes it kind of hard to use the radio. Not like anyone's answering anyway. The WLF can't hit all the federal listening posts. No way. Need to keep trying. September 16th. Dreamt they were laughing as I slowly bled out from a gut shot. Woke up an hour ago, still shaking. Need a cigarette. You think there'd be a pack or two stashed somewhere in the fucking theater, but apparently not this one. September 19th. Power went out again. Going to head to the roof and see if I can get it back on. Diseases evolve. Maybe more than just clickers. Different poke zombies. True. The clickers are starting to evolve too. There's a thing called a shambler. It pretty much, it's like coughing from Pokemon. It just emits, I don't know, just toxic fumes from its body.
Power going.
It's a capital beach to kill. No bueno if you ever come into contact with one. You think it just spore infect you? True. I mean, well, that's probably how it works. I saw a bunch of people. It like one of those things took out a group of enemies. Like they pretty much, it's like acid. It burns your skin. So like it pretty much just, it did smoke screen. People started burning alive and then they died. Like, not instantaneously, but within seconds. And Ellie takes damage, but it's a good thing she's immune, so. But still, it's, especially if you see two of them, and they don't just secrete one, they don't just like smoke screen and then that's it. Like they do smoke screen, they run around and then they do it again. So it's like they, and it lingers. Like it doesn't, it's not like poof and then it disperses. It lingers and it's like, oh no. So again, pretty, not too bad. They're easily outrun. Like you can outmaneuver them, but again, it's like if there's more than one of those things and a bunch of runners or other clickers, oh, you're not gonna have a good time. Yeah, pretty much crop dusting that stuff. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's horrible. Take out my brick. Even if this guy turns into a zombie, I'm still... Oh, hey, look.